Hi, my name is Lara Dolenc and I am from Slovenia and I study psychology. My home uni is University of Maribor, so in Slovenia. And I spent my summer semester in my last semester of my bachelor studies in University of Constance. So the first reason was that my colleagues from psychology department at my home uni recommended it to me. They were really they had very nice reviews, and this was one of the first points that kind of brought my attention and put University of Constance as one of my top choices for my Erasmus exchange. Then the second one, I would say, it's location. I loved the location, that it's quite nicely. You can come to Constance very easily. You have a few bigger cities nearby. So, for example, Zurich. So I went there, and also Constance is located near Switzerland border and also Austrian border. So it was a very nice location that you can make some small trips over the weekend. Yeah, so that was also the third reason that I kind of decided to study there. Firstly, I like the University of Constance very much because they treated me and all of us other Erasmus students as one of the students there. Like it was a very homey feeling. You were like one of the local students there. They were always willing to help. They were always there for your questions. They were all willing to answer them in English and try to if you were some kind of if you were learning German and try to do a bit of German practice. They were also willing and patient with you to practice German. So it was very nice, and again, like a very welcoming, homey feeling. I felt like as one of the local students there, so that was a very nice point. And that was the same for the Department of Psychology. It was very, I was just treated as one of the regular students there, and that was one of the things that I loved most. And also, I had classes like just the other students, the whole professors, and the coordinator of Erasmus for psychology was very responsive with helping with all the questions, very willing to give the energy and help us all with any information that we needed to have. And then the whole curriculum was very appealing. I loved the lectures and seminars that were offered. They were nicely covered with my home curriculum, so there was not so many big problems with that. And I also liked that the seminars and the lectures that were offered were up to date. So the researches that the professors and the assistants were doing. So these are some of the main points why I like the Uni Constance and the Department of Psychology. I liked it very much. As I mentioned in the first point, so even the location is the first point. It's very near the border of Switzerland and Austria, and also it's surrounded with some mountains. You can go to some hikes and you can make bike trips. I really loved that the whole city of Constance was like a bike town, and you can go. It was not too small, but not too big. It was also like a seaside town because it's located near the lake, Bodensee, and also the river. And I stayed in a student dorm that was like 100 meters from the river. And in the summer times between like study sessions, you could just go and freshen up a bit with a swim in the lake. So it was very nice. My favorite place in Constance was Schänzle, because me and my friends were going there in the evenings, especially in summertime, watching the sunset, grabbing like a pizza date and with some drinks, and having the talks about some random stuff about life, and then dancing. It's like all the special memories that I think first about Constance are remembering the Schänzle and my friends there. I was quite nervous, if I may admit, because it was still Corona time last year, around March, April, when I was like planning to go there, to go to Constance. But it was since I was in high school and the beginning of my university days, the wish that I always had was to go study somewhere abroad and maybe even live abroad. And Erasmus exchange is one of the opportunities that you can really, it's the first opportunity that you can get, and it's like financially you are supported to the Erasmus scholarships and stuff. So it's the perfect opportunity for everyone that wishes to do that. So to go and have a bit of like experience somewhere abroad. And yeah, it was like a last minute decision just based because of Corona situation. But even though it was a last minute decision, it was the best decision that I made in my life, because I went there in Germany. It's not my mother tongue, and you are there alone for the first time, a bit for like around half a year. You know, you have to buy groceries by yourself. You're living on like in a new environment with new people. You find a lot of things about yourself. I met new people. You slowly get to know people. They become your kind of like your family. You go to university, you get to know new approaches of the system. You get to know how other people work, how German grocery store works. It's very new to the person that goes somewhere to live abroad, but it's so eye-opening. And you just, get used to it. You create a new family, a new home. Every week I got to know new people. I was like creating my new day-to-day life, and it was very like creating a new home, somewhere home away from home. I called it like that. And I love that University of Constance offered us to live in the student dorm that was organized that in one apartment, two students that are international. So I was there and one other person that was also international student. And then also there were two German locals. So German students that are from Germany and study there regularly. That was very nice feeling of incorporating us internationals in day-to-day life there. My German roommate showed me like German local stuff. They helped me with some, I don't know, my bike broke, and they helped me with to talk in German with the guy. And you felt included. As I mentioned, I felt like homey in university, but also like day-to-day life. You were very nicely incorporated in it. You really felt like you belonged there, and it was a nice transition to just start living somewhere abroad. I got through all the weeks, the months. I got to know many new people. We became very close friends that still keep in contact. Yeah, it was again the best decision that I made. So that's kind of my story of Erasmus exchange. Very enriching and very eye-opening. What I found about myself, that I can still grow, and still learn about myself from day to day. And I believe that Erasmus exchange, and I believe also University Constance, offers you a very nice opportunity to develop yourself and also to develop your connections with other people, and that they are there for you. So the three abilities or character traits that I believe I develop are independence, openness, and confidence. Because independence, in a way that you live there somewhere abroad in an unknown city with unknown people around you for almost half a year, you get to build up, home away from home with new people, new day-to-day life, new habits. Yeah, so you just become more independent. About openness, you get to know a lot of new people from Europe and also outside of Europe, so Asia, South America, North America. And with getting to know those people, you are more aware of their views on the world, their perceptions of things, and their cultures. Even we did some kind of like cultural nights, and some friends prepared this, and it's very enriching. And also at the end of the day, the whole system that you live in a new country with a different system from your own, you have to adapt to it, you have to understand a bit, be open, be patient about the new system, that it's different, and be self-aware of all of that. At the end of the day, I got more confidence. So confidence in myself with the experiences that I got there. I can already see how the confidence and in myself with, gathering all the experience with being abroad is just, changing my perspective, changing my maybe even work ethic. It's very nice to see on my own, like how I change and how I view things and how I approach things now. And also confidence in a professional way. As a psychologist, I believe that I got a lot of scientifically based education that is different from as my home university. I got to learn in English, that is like, international language of like Europe, or I will say the world. Yeah, it was very nice experience to be confident enough to take exams in English, maybe even take some exam in German. Yeah, it was, just confidence professionally in myself as a psychologist and as a student going in the job hunt. So yeah, it was a very rich experience overall.